Salam everyone, welcome back to our Ramadan series, episode 2. Today's point is Allah is bigger and stronger than any of our problems. Repeat after me, loud and proud. Allah is bigger and stronger than any of our problems. We may face difficult situations or challenges, but we have to face them strongly while believing in Allah Almighty. That is the concept of tawakkul. Ramadan is a great time to revisit the concept of tawakkul. Now it's time to listen up to our best friend Irene, and let's learn how to make the best of every situation and trust Allah.
Salam everyone. Today we're going to be talking about how to make the best of every situation, whether it be bad or good. In the time that we're living in right now, everything is out of the loop and we may feel lost, but if we turn to our ultimate source, Allah, for guidance, we will be able to make it through these hardships. Today's story is called Asya and Asad Save Ramadan. Asya sat quietly in her room, daydreaming about how long it had been since she saw her friends at school. It felt like she had been stuck indoors forever with her pet lion, Asad. Asya, Asad, how many years has the school been closed? Asad said, "Oh, my adorable little friend," looking at the calendar, "it has only been 3 weeks since we've been home." "That can't be right, and I still can't understand why we must be kept indoors," said Asya. Asad explained that it was for everyone's own health and safety since there was a virus going around. Asya said, "What virus?" "The coronavirus. It makes humans sick and it spreads very easily. That is why we must wash our hands often and protect ourselves by staying indoors," said Asad. Asya said, "I thought lions were brave, but you just sound scared." Asad said, "No, I'm just cautious and simply trying to keep us safe." Asya wondered when the coronavirus would leave everyone alone. But then she almost jumped out of her chair when she saw the moon. "Does this mean we're going to be locked indoors during Ramadan too?" said Asya. Asad said, "Well, while only Allah knows the future, there is a possibility the virus may stick around until Ramadan comes." "Boo-hoo," cried Asya. "No way am I gonna allow this virus to spoil Ramadan too." Asya recalled how Ramadan was the time of the year when there is so much happiness around. A time when the halls of every mosque were filled with boys and girls of different age groups. A month where everyone was at their very best, even when they themselves had very little rest. A true blessed month in which you could see faces brightened and beautiful smiles. So Asya planned to do whatever little she could to help stop the virus. Asya took out her favorite prayer rug and tried her very best to ask the most merciful for help. First, she thanked Allah for his countless gifts, such as caring parents, good health, and a warm home. Then she begged for an answer to the ongoing virus problem so that Ramadan could be saved. By this time, Asya had grown very sleepy, so she headed straight to bed. Asya awoke to the sound of Asad reading the Quran. She stayed in bed to enjoy her pet lion's nice recitation. Right as Asya was about to get up for Fajr, she heard Asad translating, "On no soul will Allah place a burden greater than it can bear." Asya felt that this may be an answer to her prayers from the night before, but things were still not fully clear to her, so she went to seek her mother's advice after she had prayed Fajr. Asya's mom opened her arms as she saw Asya walk into the living room. Once Asya was within her reach, Miss Subhani pulled her in for a very long, warm hug. "Mommy said, I am so proud and happy that my little munchkin is praying Fajr so regularly and on time." Asya said, "Thanks, Mommy. I prayed to Allah last night for an answer to this virus problem. I am worried Ramadan will not be the same if the virus sticks around." "That is wonderful, Asya. So have you found an answer to the problem?" asked Mom. Asya sat down and shared how she heard Asad translating the Quran this morning. She opened up her Quran to the very exact verse and asked her mom to help her understand. Asya said, "Mommy, is Allah trying to tell me something?" "Oh, my bright-eyed Habibati, it most certainly is a sign. What this verse is telling us is that no matter how hard things may appear, Allah only gives you problems that He knows you can bear. I know it is hard for you to be stuck indoors, but I'm sure you can come up with a plan that could help us get through this test, said Mom. Asya took her mother's advice and got up to make a plan. First, she worked with Asad to come up with a list that made Ramadan so special. After spending a very few hours, they finally came up with a short list that they were both happy with. Asad said, Ramadan's super special because it is the perfect time for self-improvement. There are so many opportunities to be generous, and there's so much unity among the community, and we get to spend so much quality time together as a family. Asya said, we forgot about the special night in Ramadan when the Quran was first given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Asad shook his head to show he agreed. Next, they thought of things they could continue to do. They worked and worked until Asya had a wise thought. Besides possibly being unable to visit the mosque to pray every day together, I'm going to be able to do everything else here at home. Asad said, Alhamdulillah, I'm so glad to hear that you are going to be starting to be positive, my dear Asya. Asya said, there's no point in frowning. Rather, let's work hard to make this Ramadan our best Ramadan yet. Asad said, yay, that's the way a Muslim should think. Now let me share some more with you. Allah rewards looking at a person's heart, so you will get good deeds for saving human lives just by staying home. We all know Allah's mercy doesn't end there. Asya said, Alhamdulillah, Allah is very merciful. Asad, you now have me very excited. I'm special to have the chance to see another Ramadan. I'm going to go write down my Ramadan plans so that I can race to earn lots of good deeds. Inshallah, this Ramadan will be our best to date.
Allah is the one who is capable of anything and everything. Whatever you think is impossible, Allah can make possible. Our Quran verse tells us about having patience and having reliance on Allah, and Allah will be enough for you. Say it with me.
وتوكل على الله وكفى بالله وكيلا.
Great job! Now let's see why human brains can't understand everything about Allah's way and plan. Let's do an activity that shows how Allah sometimes does things that we don't understand. Here's a worm and here's a piece of paper. Draw a house.
This is my house for my worm.
Now teach your worm how to write its name.
Hi, little wormy, now it's time to write your name.
Now teach your worm how to do math. Teach it that 1 + 1 = 2.
Worms can't learn math.
You're right. This worm is kind of like us. Sometimes Allah does things that we don't understand, like it doesn't understand math. Tell me about a time where you didn't understand why Allah did something.
I don't know why Allah made COVID-19 in Florida.
Well, sometimes Allah does things that we don't know why, but sometimes it will get better.
Now everybody's trying this at home. Bye!
One of the amazing things about Ramadan is that in this beautiful month, we're hoping to get our du'as accepted. Let's pray it out together.
اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عني. Oh Allah, you are forgiving and you love forgiveness, so forgive me.